Today we are going over this easy beginner and budget friendly look, and it is actually a no foundation and concealer only look. I started my face with, of course, prepping and priming it. I use the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and then I use an eye cream and this JOA Top It Off Plumping Lip Oil. I let that sit for a little bit while I'm doing my look, so I'm able to have my lips plump and I can wipe it off and I'll be good to go. I then go into color correcting, and I'm using the True Complexion HD Corrector in the red color. There's only a few of them. I've looked for the number or color name everywhere and I cannot find it, but it is the red one. It's not hard to find. I then go into those dark spots and those hyperpigmentation areas that I have, and especially during my luteal phase, I just feel like I have dark circles under my eyes, so I put that in those areas and I blend. So the theme of today is blend, 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 and I go through that. I then go through with my Urban Decay. This is the Quickie brand in the color 60WO. I love this and I look crazy. So this is my take on the no foundation concealer look. So it might be a little bit heavy for others, but I want full coverage. I'm about to go out, and so I'm using that. I then go in with the Quickie darker color concealer in the color 80NN, and I go into those areas of my face where the shadows will fall on my face. So as you can see here, I do a lot. I know some people may not like it, but this is my take on that no foundation concealer look. So I just want you guys to take it in. So this may be a given, but I like to focus that lighter highlighter where the light will of course reflect, and then that darker concealer where the shadows fall on my face. And then I blend. I honestly like 3 to 5 minutes. I then go in and clean my brows. I do not like defined brows in this season of my life. It's an opinion. You guys can add more brows if you want. And if you want to see that routine, let me know. I can definitely do that for you. And then I have this new concealer that I love. It is the Sephora Best Skin Ever in the color 55N. And I go into the corner of my eye and even above my eyelid just to do some more blending. And again, use that smaller brush to blend, blend, blend. And I love this smaller brush because you're able to get into those smaller, more hard areas. And I don't like my makeup to slip. And I will say this concealer look really helps with that. So check it out. I'm just telling you. I'm also going to do a close-up on my eyes as well so you can see what I'm talking about here. So I do some more cleaning. I clean around my lips before I start setting. Setting is one of my favorite things. I feel like it is definitely a necessity, especially if you have oily or combination skin as myself. And I use the Rare setting powder in the color medium deep, and I go into there. I go under my eye with that smaller brush again, and then I really, really, really take my time to be intentional when doing this. As you can see, I even go above my eyebrow and my eyelid. Just because over time I get really oily there for some reason. And then I flip that brush around and I go underneath my chin, and I'm very intentional. So with this whole look, I think one of the biggest things is blending first and foremost, but also being intentional with your products. I'm then going into contour. I'm using the True Complexion Contour Palette in the dark to deep color. I have been using this palette for as long as I can remember. It's one of my favorite products I used when I was starting my makeup journey. And one thing about this is it shows you every step of the way. So if you go to Target or Walmart, it is most likely there. And I've always loved a sculpted face. So clearly you can see here, I focus on my cheekbones, under my chin. I love going into my temples and into my hairline. And I spend another 3 to 5 minutes blending because it can be very harsh. And I've learned the hard way from photos when I did not blend. So really focus on blending these products together. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. I am blending, and as you can tell, the products are now starting to mesh well, very beautifully. I just want to show you why I love a sculpted face. And so, of course, I'm being silly. And so this is just me. Let me snap back to reality. One more time, just kidding. I then set everything with my e.l.f. setting spray. I've been using this for a long time. Honorable mentions are the Urban Decay. Any of their setting sprays are awesome. And this is a perfect segue to talk about my favorite blush. I'm using the Urban Decay Hydromaniac in the color Unhinged. I'm going to zoom in for you guys. This is so pigmented. It's so pigmented, and I love it as even as a base for my highlighter. As you can tell, the light is shining perfectly on my cheekbones, and I don't even have a highlighter on yet. I then go back in with that True Complexion Contour Palette, and I'm using that darker color that they have into the crease of my eye. I am not an eye expert, I am then using the Lily Collection lashes in number 4. I love a bold lash for the night out. During the day, I usually don't, but for photos, the larger the lash, the better it photographs. You cannot convince me otherwise. I did this off camera because I really struggle with this, and one of my tips, especially for beginners, is to cut the lash in half or in pieces and then add it as you go. You can also do individual lashes as well, and that's really helpful. I then go in with my YSL mascara in the color 1 to go under those lashes on the bottom, and I need a mirror for this, so I'm just very meticulous. I'm very intentional with this as well, so this takes a minute. I need my mirror. I did some of this off camera as well. Again, I do some more setting with my powder, and then if you know me, you know my tried and true favorite lip liner is the Sephora in the color Molasses. It's a few shades darker than my lips. I'm going to do a little zoom in, and if you are a brown skinned woman or someone of my complexion, this is a beautiful lip liner. It's very cost effective and it blends very easily, and for a beginner you can really work with this. So I've been using this brand for years. Makeup by Mario has a color that's very similar and I love that one as well, but this one's my favorite. I'm then going in with my YSL lipstick as well. I think this is the color 44. It's a pink. It's very like wintry and sexy and sleek. There's a little bit of shimmer in there as well, and then I like to add highlighter, and I'm using this YSL eyeshadow palette. I don't know why, but these colors are magnificent and they work really well with my complexion. So brown skin girlies, it's very pigmented as you can tell. I do blend in, and this eyeshadow palette is the color 24, or also known as Golden Lace if you're looking for it. And it's very beautiful and it does really well with this skin complexion. So brown skin girlies, try it out. I also put it in the corners of my eye just to have everything pop. I then again set, and whatever is left as far as that oiliness, I'll go back in. If I have any residual powder from my setting powder, the Rare Medium Deep, I'll do that around my nose as well to avoid that oiliness. And then my favorite part, I love topping my lips off with the Champ Stamp Gloss Bomb with Fenty. And that is the look. Tell me what you think. And it's super easy, it's affordable. I did sneak in a few higher end products as well, but if you want some dupes, I will be happy to do that. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe. Happy holidays, guys, and I will see you next time. Love and light.